Bum, 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 bum. Over there. Just gotta unwrap my microphone just a bit. It's wrapped in all the wires that I have right now. Okay. Gonna be doing a little bit of streaming, a little bit of day drinking. Very pog. Very poggers. Feel like I want to revise. Yeah, I got stuck playing a stupid game that I'm doing a fan art of. It's just so addictive. Like, once you start playing games like that, it's very hard to stop. Until you die, and then you just never want to play it for at least another 30 minutes. I mean, I'm not always playing it, but it doesn't use up any resources, so I just have it in the background. But I am playing it a lot. Like, it's very good. It's free. It's a free game. I highly recommend Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. It's a really fun game. It's one of those games that kind of ruins other games for you. Once you start playing games like roguelikes, it's very hard to play other games because they become very, very, very simple in comparison. But getting ahead of ourselves here. So, revised this already. Ugh, keys, please. Let's just do a little bit of redrawing. Made in the 80s, more like the 50s. More like the 50s. Yes, which is exactly what it looks like. Cause it looks like no, I'm drawing in ASCII. That's like what the game looks like, unmodded. I would still recommend it. The thing is, with games like that, the complexity isn't impacted by the aesthetics. Like, it can look awful, and it'll still be the most complex hard game with very deep systems that you'll ever play. Where'd you find it? It looks super niche. Where did I find it? I've been meaning to play it for a while. It's inspired a lot of games that I like. But I guess I just found it by just playing games like it. I play a lot of roguelikes. Caves of Cud is a good entry point for roguelikes. It's a very modern take on Rogue. Give him like a bicycle helmet. I think what appeals to me the most in this game is you can basically it has a very deep crafting system, which allows you to survive. Was it Stream Library, Google Play, ads, friend recommendation? I guess it'd just be like forums, and I've just been. It's one of those games that like you browse a forum for like Dwarf Fortress, you'll hear it mentioned, or you browse I don't remember. It was probably recommended to me a couple times, but then I looked at it. I was like, man, I don't really want to play this game. It looks like Dookie, and it looks too complex. I just don't. I'm not into it. But then I tried it, and it's really, really good. So I don't know. It's a good recommendation. It's a really good game. I have a friend who plays it. A couple of friends that play it actually. I think one of them may have recommended it to me, like early on, but I just didn't take it up. It's kind of a lot. But it's a neat game. I would recommend giving it a couple tries. It's like it's very hard, but it kind of grows on you. I don't like this song. It's got to be like a key for next. Oh, that's pause. Let's see next. It's a good song. But it is free. I think you can. I don't think you can get it on Steam. I think I had to download it like elsewhere. But a lot of times people don't have like really great computers to play video games, and it's like you don't really need a great computer if you can find a game that's this great. You'll get like hundreds and hundreds of hours of entertainment. And it's one of those games where you have to kind of do a lot of the imagining. So you need like a strong visual, just imaginative ability. Because I mean, it does kind of get boring just looking at the ASCII, which is why once you're imagining it, it's not so bad. It's almost like kind of like a lucid dreaming. But yeah, I'd say since it's free, I can easily recommend it to anybody. And you might have to be a little older to play it though. I feel like it's not for them kids. There's no point to the game. There's no the only goal is to survive kind of as long as you can. And the game kind of just ramps up difficulty as you go. So it's like one of those really old games like Donkey Kong or Mr. Pac-Man, where The game isn't, you know, you can't really win the game. The game just gets really, really hard until you can no longer play it. So. Which is kind of just the way I like it, because losing is very fun. You die. You die, you start again. Different type of run. Yep. So it's one of those games that you can't really get satisfied from playing, which makes it like one of the better games, one of the better game types that can actually like exist, like period. Like if you want to rate games by replayability, those types of games would be the best. Because why not play? What do you mean there's no progression? You gotta survive as long as you can. There's a little timer. There's achievements. You progress skill-wise and knowledge-wise. It's like any like competitive game. Like any truly competitive game does not have a win condition. Not really. You just keep getting better and facing stronger opponents, and you replay that game for forever. And that's when you know you're playing like one of those games that are just, you know, timeless. And I think roguelikes are going to be in that category. So highly recommend the genre. It's very niche because you know, not a lot of gamers left out there. Not a lot of gamers. Yeah, if you've never played a roguelike, it might not be the best entryway. There's a lot of games that'll like get you into this type of game, but it's definitely kind of hard to just start playing games like that. There's a lot to get used to. It might take you like a week just to get the UI and the key bindings down, which is kind of a lot, since most games are very easy to pick up and play, and most people aren't really, you know, into that, like that type of learning curve. But for me, it's just a thing. I really enjoy it. It's like, you know, games like Dwarf Fortress and Caves of Cut are, you know, just my ballpark. Too complex for my Zoomer brain. I'm gonna go play League of Legends instead. Yeah, I think that's what happens when you see that type of game. It's like it's so overwhelming that there's just nowhere to start. There's a lot of games in the genre that could get you into it, like Project Zomboid. Project Zomboid has a graphical interface, and it's pretty simple to learn. Same idea. A lot of the same stuff too, since it was, you know, it was heavily inspired by this game. So it might be more your speed. That one isn't free though. That one's like $10. Also, pretty good game. I'd recommend it. It's definitely still in development, and a lot of parts of it aren't exactly working, but it's a good entry point into the genre. It's still a hardcore game. The goal is to survive as long as you can, and you will inevitably die. It's just a question of how long you can play. So it kind of eases you in. I don't know. I'm a big fan of those types of games. I think they're like the future of gaming. The future of gaming. No, not a lot of people. It's very niche. A lot of people like easy games. Most games are very easy. They're not meant to be enjoyed in like a almost like a competition with yourself type of fashion. They're not meant to, you know, cause you distress or like just, you know, the feeling of loss or anything like that. It's more like happy farming simulators. So it's more on the niche genre and the graphics. I feel like if you can make this type of game with graphics, it wouldn't work because it's so like detached from reality, and those mechanics just couldn't really work because they're more strategy oriented, and less like action gameplay oriented, which is what like most roguelites are. They're action oriented, but they're still the same like mechanic of like kind of like the development of the gameplay. Like you still have a lot of replayability because you have different scenarios every time technically. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that hand. So it still has some of those elements, like Binding of Isaac. You still have kind of those types of elements where, you know, everything is like either procedurally generated or it's just different enough every time you play it that it seems to be procedurally generated. But roguelites will kind of just get you into the genre. I feel like they're kind of like a stopgap measure for the true king of game. Roguelike. There's also like a lot of parts of it that are just way too simulation and not like a game. It's got like I don't know, ideas like temperature in it, which is not something you need in a game. You know, it doesn't really matter what temperature it is. Lava bad, that's as far as it goes in most games.
Sometimes it isn't. Do you believe in love?
So it's kind of difficult to get people into this type of genre. I'm not trying to like sell it, but it's hard to describe to someone because it does look really weird. It's like, why would you play something like this? It accurately simulates the world in some way. It's very reality based. Who cares? Why would that matter? What about the hot? There's no hot bar. Where's the hot bars? There's no hot bar. You can't play a game without a hot bar. Can't make up what genre it is. Just a survival game. It's called a roguelike. So it's like the original game Rogue, which is basically just a game where you go through a tower, you retrieve an amulet, and every time it's kind of different. I played it on an iPad, but it's definitely not like deep enough for me. It's got the idea though patented like down, like the idea that you just want A difficult, procedurally generated game that challenges you, has permadeath. You know, it's very hardcore. It's kind of like. Does it involve a base and resources? It can. Because it has such deep systems, you can play it in like a variety of ways. There's no like one way to play it, and there's no one way to beat it. Well, not really beat it, but you know, get to a point where, you know, the hardcore and the difficult elements are gone. So it basically becomes easy mode. So that would be beating that type of game when it's so trivial. When you can trivialize any mechanic at any part of the game, that's when the game is really over. But usually with these types of games, the only way to reach that type of level is to either cheat or, you know, just sink thousands and thousands of hours and really learn every single type of encounter, or find some very, very exploitable element that usually gets patched out. And this game does get updates, which is kind of weird, because it again, it does look like it's from the 90s, or from the 80s at the least. So it's like, why aren't they updating the graphics? Because it's so much easier when you can, you know, instead of like creating a new boss that has like mechanics and has like graphical design and like it has like concept art and it goes through like phases of illustration and things like that and all that. You can do that with just like a letter. Now you have a whole new thing of content. You can attach to it like game mechanics, how to like deal with those mechanics, the whole gameplay loop that just, you know, is encompassed in like a single character, and it's represented by the character. So it's kind of interesting, and it develops faster. It's much easier, you know, to type all those keys than to do like a whole like video game, like with 3D representations and, you know, all that. So you need like rigging animations, designs, all kinds of stuff, and so that takes time. So that's why this game can get a lot of content very quickly. So that's kind of why I like games like that. There's not a lot of them out there. There especially aren't many that, you know, appeal to most people. Just not sure what I want to do with this hand. Maybe like pointing like more towards the camera and still with the gun firing on the enemies indiscriminately. How does the dev make money? It's free without microtransactions. The Zoomer expectation. Games must make money. Colors. Well, I'm probably gonna borrow heavily from one of these. I'm thinking this template, the shredder. That's kind of where I'm at, because it's reminiscent of the Doom scenario without being like, you know, crazy. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I don't know where I'm gonna go, but I'm probably gonna borrow heavily from Dave Raposa's shredder. Still haven't really designed anything. I'm just playing with the pose really and the composition. Once I get closer to something, I'll probably color it. For now, I'll just Put in a little wash, you know, just to have color. It's not the right color. That's weird. Why does it, like, lighten it? Huh, that's weird. That color doesn't work the way I think it should. Very strange. I understand. I'm picking a low opacity, what's it called? I think I understand what's going on there. Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire is similar. Slay the Spire is very similar. I think it's more of a roguelite. It's very similar because it's still procedurally generated. Every time is very similar. Every round. Gosh, I can't with the words today. Started drinking early. I don't know, wife brought home beer and I was just like, okay, whatever, summer ale, that sounds like the summer to me. Slay the Spire is similar. I think it takes a little bit out of the roguelike and roguelite genres. And it's more strategic, I think, than roguelites usually are, which are mostly like action based, and there is strategy in them, but not as much. And this type of rogue likes are more based on the simulation parts too, which is what's it called. But yeah, welcome to the stream, buddy Bath. How's it going? How's your day? I'm doing like a fan art of Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, and so I'm talking about the game too as I'm doing it. Because, you know, why not? I started playing it like this month, and it's very good. I would love to recommend it to people, but it's just one of those games where I'm starting to think that it might be a little bit too niche for most people. So maybe not. But it really is like one of the better games I've ever played. I am really biased. I really love the genre of roguelikes. I've played many of them. Many roguelikes. And many roguelites too. The problem here is this thing is going to be in like profile. It's a giant beast. But yeah, it's kind of like a drawing prompt if you guys want to join in. Ixie might be doing one. Reggie might be doing one. So we got a couple people doing it. The drawing prompt is fan art, so you can pick anything that you like. I picked the game that I'm currently playing, which I really enjoy, and it gives me a lot of freedom to interpret. You're not doing it, why not? You're always doing fan art. You're probably doing fan art right now. Games like Dwarf Fortress, yes. Dwarf Fortress is also one of my favorite games. It's so much my favorite that I've actually given the guy money. Technically I will, but not so soon. I'm just gonna borrow. But this one is each roguelike has like a unique setting, really, but otherwise almost all of them have are very similar in terms of like mechanics for gameplay and everything else. So really, it's the race to see who makes like the best simulation first. Just gonna merge this down. Huh? Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, no. Why did the selection go? Okay, I see. I understand. 1 second here. Just gotta make this character a little bigger because I don't like where he is in terms of composition. It's just too small, I feel like. I tried playing it once after seeing that one YouTuber make like a picture novel out of a playthrough. I think I know what you're talking about. It's called gosh. I definitely know what you're talking about. It's the name of the fortress that he built. And then, I think I'm thinking of the most successful one, but there's definitely like several like little what's it called, little comics. But yeah. Murder boat and murder boat something. It sounds like that. I don't remember what exactly it was, but I do remember it. Murder boated maybe? You have a whole character like thing here. It's pretty cool. See, this is the right way to do it. You do like thumbnails and you don't just like rush in and you feel out the comp and the form and see what works. Why is there a frog here? What's the frog for? It's the only part that confuses me, but very nice. And in theme. I think it was murder boated. Pretty sure that's what the things I need is gonna be there's such a like variety of clothing in that game. Let's see here. Crafting. So many items. You can have anything from like katanas to what's it called? I just wanted to see some of the armor just to make some picks. I already have an idea of what I want, like maybe like a bike helmet. Okay, clothing isn't working. Usually, you never get to these things. Usually, you're just playing with like a spear or fire axe. But it's possible to like smith things in there and do all kinds of things. Stell, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Welcome.
I watch Asian cartoons. I'm a weeaboo.
Dwarf Fortress is definitely one that takes a while to get into, but it's one of those games, again, where if you get into it and you understand how it works, it's an infinite amount of fun. So very worth it. Very, very worth it. I think those types of games are really worth playing because eventually, you get kind of tired of playing like, I don't know, the very, very roller coaster type games. It's more fun to play games where you're more freedom and there's more variety of what you can do. Why does that keep zooming out? Zoom in. what I want. I want you to zoom in. Where's my thing? Oh, there it is. Okay, so are you using David Procha's brushes too? I am not yet. I should probably grab them. I think I had this set. Hold on, let me consult. No, I don't have them right now. Let's see. Let's see if they're available. Keep. These oil brushes formulas, my pencil brush, which is operational but also free of the clip series. Do you have a brush pack on Patreon as well? Oh, yeah, he just uses Greg Rutowski's, apparently. I think I have Rutowski's brushes. If I could just get it to. He says Greg Rutowski's brushes. I must have deleted them. I mean, so many times I've. I think at one point he made his tutorials free, and I downloaded one of them, and it came with the brush, but now I don't remember if I have it on Gumroad or something. I should probably get it. I'll probably. That brush you're using looks like the brush from the Orc video. This one? This is the same one I always use. Sample brush 3. Sample brush 3.9. This is my bread and butter. That's another thing. I should probably study the videos as well. I'm just going off of what's it called? Look and feel for now. I could download Greg Rutowski's brushes. Okay. Discount code you used is invalid. Yeah, why did you put my email there? Okay. So I got those brushes. I'm not sure if that's the only one that he uses. Let me see here. Maybe the brushes I've been using. Those are actual brushes. That's not useful. I think I'd have to give Dave money. I mean, I'm not opposed to that, but I think one of them was given out for free. All the brushes I use in the video. I mean, Nix, if you could send me them. I don't know. Maybe you have them already. Yeah, Dave's if you have them. I think maybe they were up on that one site, digital. What was it called? Digital brushes, Tumblr. Oh, didn't Tumblr die? Didn't Tumblr die? I think they died. Can I search them? Yes. Search Dave Poza. No results. How about just Raposa? No. How about just Dave? No results for Dave? There's no brushes for Dave? I kind of doubt that. Oh well. I'm sure it won't impact it too much. I'll just use my own brushes. Do you know Turkish? No, not really. No. No English, I know a little bit of Russian. A little bit of Spanish. I know a little bit of... I'm already kind of deciding the lighting here based on like the shredder. A bit of American. I don't think American's a language. I have to decide on what I'm gonna do for his clothing now, I think, before we get too far ahead, because we're going into like painting now. I haven't really drawn his clothing and stuff like that. That's gonna cost me time. All I have is a helmet of some sort so far. How are you? I'm good. Thank you. How's it going? Sorry if I missed messages. I'm like in and out. Found some called Dave's Brushes. Not sure which Dave. I mean, it could be Dave. Let's see. Who else? Who else is a famous Dave? Let's see. Do they look like her? Do they look like his brushes? Oh yeah, welcome. Let's see here. Dave's brushes. This is a virus. Dave's brushes EXE. Oh my god, it's like 500. Alright, let's see. Oh, I have to like... Let me see, one sec here. I'm gonna see if it imported them. Dave's brushes, there we go, it did. But this is like a lot of brushes. I honestly think he paints with like round brush. I don't know for sure, but I have this feeling that all his paintings are like round brush. Some of these brushes are like from other packs that I have in here. I'll take this cow brush. I've had it forever, but let me see what else. Yeah, a lot of these brushes are ones I have. If we go through my brush set and this brush set, see a lot of matching. I'll have to watch his video and then see what he uses and then see what I have in this set. I'm guessing he uses chalk. Now that I think about it, I have watched a couple of his... Oh, Serial P is one of my favorite brushes. That's a good brush. Oh, yeah, Sample Brush 312. Here it is again. But this one's got a chalk to it. Um. Yeah, this is gonna be hard. This is like a very, very, very big brush set. Like one of the bigger ones. I'll take this one for now, and then we'll play around with it. Since you said you recognize it. Where did it go? I'm gonna make a new brush. And I just close this one and I just import it. No, stop. Okay. I'll just put it here for now. Okay, that's good. Let's see. He did say he uses Greg Gutkowski's brushes, so I'm gonna try those. I just had those emailed to me, so I'm pretty sure he just uses the one that you were using, like the straight up. Trip. What's it called? I mean, that's possible. I use this one for drawing because it's very effective for like drawing. It's very effective for drawing. That's gonna be it. I'm gonna have a lot of hands here. A lot of hands. A lot of characters here. I think my favorite part of roguelikes is you never really know what kind of situation you're gonna walk into. Since there's there's very deep systems and those systems can conflict. Like for instance, the Migos, the what's it called, these alien things that are like kind of like in Space Invaders. I don't know what relationship they have to the zombies, but they don't like them for sure. Whenever I try to clear Zombie Town, like the fastest way to do that is to get like one of these Migos and just like these Cthulhian alien things and just kite it into the town, and it just like destroys every single zombie. It's very dangerous to do that because it could just kill you, but it's like a cool way of, you know, just exploiting an interaction within a deep system, and it's, you know, use of tactics and things like that. I don't think I've ever used a shield in this game, so maybe I'm not gonna do a shield. I don't know if a shield is even possible. But it does have like all kinds of stuff like body modification with bionics, all kinds of ways to like really customize your character. Each one of these like Brave Souls basically comes without a name. You could name a character, but I just don't. I feel like it lets me become kind of unattached to it. The goal is to become like a hulking murderer and just you know, the Slayer walks the earth. I don't know how OP you can become, but once you do become OP, the game kind of becomes over. So. Alright, in most of these games it's very difficult to achieve that sort of level, but it's possible. Usually through exploits. Like in Dwarf Fortress, there was a way to stack coins inside like a trap, and then kind of like stand around that trap, and the coins wouldn't do like any damage to you, really, if you were in heavy armor, but they would make you like basically learn how to dodge and how to use armor in like seconds. Like you could get to legendary levels, which would take, you know, hundreds of, maybe even, you know, tens and hundreds of hours to get to that sort of level of gameplay, you know, with risk and like just all kinds of things like that. And then like you could just do that a couple times, just flip that switch, get the coins thrown in your face, or wooden traps, and then what's it called? And then what's called? You basically become immortal because you're now a dodging, armor-wearing god. But those kind of moments are usually patched out, so you can't just do that. It's the best PvE game, I think, like that you could actually get to, because most games are very boring unless they have a PvP element. So the only way to, you know, make it interesting is to get to like Dark Souls levels of hard, and that's, you know, most people don't like that. It's very interesting that Dark Souls has actually become one of the most popular game series, since I feel like people don't really like hard games. But I feel like that is like a microcosm, an accident. Oh, where'd my brushes go? Here we go. So yeah, let me think. Let me think. What can I do? Maybe like, let's see, what can I do? Armor, CTA. Let's see. Let's get some ideas. You can put a gun in a briefcase. I don't know why you would do that, but you can, and shoot out of the briefcase. The armor system is very complex. It's like all kinds of layers, so you can have like clothing, armor, sunglasses. Maybe I'll give him sunglasses, that'd be kind of cool. One of the more iconic items is ones that you would get like automatically. So maybe I'll get the emergency jacket. That's one that you get when you start out. It's hard to tell like what that would look like though. Maybe it'll look like maybe it'll have FEMA on it, since it's a FEMA issued emergency jacket. Maybe it'll look like this. That's very ugly. Very ugly, but maybe we should do that. Let me see what the description reads. Hold on. Emergency jacket. So this is what the game looks like in the actual game. It's a lot of reading. The bright, cheaply made FEMA issued windbreaker jacket with a hood, one size fits none. One size fits none. Helps keep you unfrozen and visible for rescuers. Let's see, FEMA issue. Let's see if that exists in the real world. Cause that one looks very ugly. It could be this one. And it's very blue. It's supposed to be bright. I'm guessing it was supposed to be orange. I'm thinking of like, the Back to the Future jacket, but then it's like that'll start. So like this vest. Maybe. Maybe. Because that's like one of the iconic items. It's hard to do fan art for this game because like every character is very unique. So I'm just gonna draw it in here. I'm gonna make a new layer so I can just see what I'm drawing. I'll put FEMA on it. That should. So brightly covered emergency jacket. How is work? Very boring. I just took a little bit of vacation time. I came back and it's kind of just boring. Kind of just boring. I've mastered like most of the skills that I'm supposed to have, I think. And so now it's all kind of downhill. There's still, you know, there's still stuff I don't know, obviously. Why is there vacation? I just wanted a break. I'll probably take the color. And the color conflicts with the background color. It's not good. But that is one of the key items, I think. Paper, and wooden. There's like this crafting recipe for like wooden, like, or you know what, paper actually would be good. Maybe we could use like paper would be good, I think, actually. Like a phone book, maybe. Let's see here. Like a phone book would be good, or something like that. Because you would decompose a phone book to get paper, and then you would strap that paper to your arms. So that's like part of the game. So that's kind of like what I'm talking about with like really deep crafting mechanics. You can strap paper to yourself. Classic cliche. Is it classic? I don't think I really see it in most games. You can't really strap like paper to yourself. So it's on Stranger Things too. Really? Stranger Things? They must have copied CDDA. Imagine a book can help protect against the monster. But it can. Why wouldn't it? If you literally don't have enough fang to bite through the book, then you're good. Definitely can. I believe it. I 100% believe that this would stop like a zombie bite. I guess so. I expect it would crush your hand. Well, I mean, like it depends, right? It depends. Let's see, what else? What other armor pieces are really important for CDDA? I usually, and you definitely need a backpack, or maybe like a golf bag. See, that's the problem with these characters, is they look very random. Golf bags are actually one of the best ways to carry what's called. What vaccine are you taking? Pfizer? I don't know. Probably Pfizer if I do take it. Well, I I think with those vaccines, Pfizer is definitely one of the ones that works, apparently. So I'll probably be taking that one if I do take one. And then you definitely need a crowbar. We have Sinovac. I've never heard of that. You need a crowbar. Definitely need like a... I need to draw a crowbar. Chinese vaccine. Chinese virus, Chinese vaccine. I feel like that's the most safest vaccine out there. It's the Chinese virus because it comes from China. What a mad lad. Is it racist to call the Delta virus the British virus? It's the British virus because it comes from Britain. It's Indian? Even better. Even better. I don't know about this monster thing. Definitely jeans for wear. What is our jean color? Dave. A little bit more blue, I think. More denim-y. Racism is... It's not towards the CCP. I might have to apologize in Chinese. Like, what's it called? Actor / wrestler, John Cena. You can see him now. That blows me the fuck away, though, that he knows, like, how to speak Chinese. That's fucking crazy. I did not expect that. Like, I expected him to just, like, say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that Taiwan is a country, even though Laogan, I don't know what that is. I did listen to him. It's very hard to make up what he says because of the pronunciation, but it's decent. Hey, he is Gaijin talking in like Chinese, okay? Cut him a break. A lot of bandages. Definitely a lot of bandages. Bike helmet. Not sure what these creatures are. Is it gonna be like mutants from Fallout? Yeah, like zombies from Fallout. There's a very big diversity of characters in the Cataclysm universe. You have mutants, you have androids, robots, aliens, interdimensional beings, extra-dimensional beings, like all kinds of like weird shit. Weird nature creatures, plant-based life forms, a lot of animals. Like takes place in modern. Well, it's like a little bit afterwards. It's like a little bit afterwards. There's all kinds of things like bionics, and so it's kind of like cyberpunk future. The problem is the hero is like non-discrepant. So it's gonna be weird to do like a portrait of a character that's super non-discrepant. Is the equivalent, if the equipment doesn't look cyberpunk, I mean there's bionics, like time-wise cyberpunk would have like, with a book wrapped around his arm. Well, because they still have books in what's it called? In you know, in cyberpunk times. For sure they have books. Books are a really important part of CDDA. You could be a martial artist. You could be an archer, military guy. You could be melee. You could be a fire axe wielding. You know what he needs? He needs a helmet. He needs a helmet. I just realized that we need to cover his face. Because maybe a hockey man? Again, the character has maybe a face is like that. He's gonna be like Halo. Like Halo, the game / character, main character in Halo, who is also Halo. I don't know how they got away with that, you know, naming the main character of Halo Halo. I think it was a genius move though. Very amazing. Great job. Yeah, I think he needs like some sort of helmet. I'm gonna go for maybe like a SWAT mask. But there's like, you know, there's not a lot of lore in Cataclysm. The story plays out like Dark Souls. Like you're supposed to piece it together and then make an interpretation based on like what you think happened. But really I don't think there's like any. The guy looks like he's wearing a life vest. Yes, it's an emergency FEMA issued vest. And that's like the first item you get when you enter the game world is in your evacuation center. There's like FEMA issued emergency vests, whistles, a little bit of food, drink to get you by, an NPC who you can talk to, and a little computer that tells you like, oh hey, you've been evacuated, and yeah, good luck. Good luck in the world out there. Enjoy your time. It's a really interesting story though, I think. Because it's not, there is no story, I think. The story is what you make it. But yeah, it's definitely a niche game. I think I need like ripped clothing. It's gotta look very post-apocalyptic. give him a gun. Maybe not like a firing gun. The thing with this game is you're always losing. I think I've lost like 3 times before I even started the stream today, so these are like hour-long games and they're just over, you know, and there's no way to get them back. Gonna give him an M4. It's a very popular game in the gun. Gun in the game, also. So that leads me to believe that this is like it is America. This is like, you know, American weapon. Although I think there are also Chinese soldiers. I'm not sure if you could like one-hand an M4. The grip is, I mean, technically it would, it's dubious. It would definitely not be in this direction. Let me try again. It would probably stop at your... What's the thing on his face? Right now it's a hockey mask. I've decided to make him faceless since the main character never really is described. He's just like a survivor. It's very faceless. So it's kind of like an everyman. So like the fan art has to be more descriptive of everything else. That makes it a lot more difficult now that I think about it. It's not describing a specific circumstance, but rather like a type of circumstance that could possibly be. Okay. So I'm gonna make it like cap out at the shoulder here. Oh, you know what? Let's angle it this way. Oh, whoops, that's the golf bag. I think more and more people will be playing these types of games as soon as they get bored. But it's hard to say, like, I don't know. I've kind of graduated into this type of game. It's definitely not for everybody. Like 4X strategy games are definitely not for me. So I can kind of understand. Although it's a very, you know, it's a very tactical type of game, and there's a lot of to it. Just don't like 4X. 4X strategies are very popular right now, actually. Not sure how I have to like draw this box here because I don't understand. this is like, this is gonna be the module, and then maybe this is the clip, and then muzzle barrel. Hard to tell, not sure. But yeah. Definitely recommend. But yeah, you should do a fan art of whatever you like. Could be anime. And then submit it, and we'll have like a bunch of people who did fan art this week. It's part of a drawing prompt. Big Pog? Oh, this gun is gonna kill me. This is gonna be the hardest part. I am stuck on this. Vagabond? Oh, that sounds cool. One Punch Man has a lot of good chapters lately. Like, all the chapters have been good. Big fan. Yeah. It's like the only manga that I read. Yeah, there was a good Marauder redraw. I don't know. I like the redraws. I think it's good. I always reread them. Cause like they basically retcon the whole chapter. There's like a lot more stuff in it that wasn't in the like original manga chapter. It could have been in the maybe the webcomic, and it just didn't make it into what's it called? Oh, you know what? We could do this. We could do this one. Retcons the webcomic slightly. Yeah, I haven't read the original, so I definitely don't know. I like the webcomic more. For example, the golden sperm is supposed to have better build-up, but the manga is instant. Ha! Yeah, I'm sure there's like there's gonna be parts that are different. I think in the end it's gonna be okay. I'm sure that one is gonna be happy with the product, because I mean, Marina works so hard on it. I feel like he's just banging out pages left and right. Yeah, I think I was watching his Twitter, and he was doing like a crazy amount of what's it called, chapters, like in a very short amount of time. I forgot what the number was, but it was like 7 pages a day or something crazy like that. Either super fast or working long hours. Yeah, I mean, I think he's maybe both. Why not both? Could be both. Yeah, I think a faceless character will work very well for this type of thing. Because I was like, which face would I put in? Doesn't make any sense, so... But I really want to make it look like he's just literally scraping together all the armor and like survival gear that he can. And just to barely like survive here. Oh, I'm gonna have to blow this up and then really render. That's good. Yeah, he has. Tucker Carlson! Hey, is he really on Fox News now? Oh my god. Oh my god. Christorians in 2021 just absolutely like fucking... Before it was like you're just monitoring a deranged child who's disabled, obviously claims to be very high functioning. I would dispute that claim heavily. Most of the journalists call him Chan. It's not even just... Wait, really? Oh, well, because they changed his name to Chandler. He legally changed his name to Chandler. Oh my god. Christian, why? Christian, why? Dear God, why? I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand it. I don't really want to understand it. I just want to just never hear about Christian ever again. Just never again. Just absolutely. I just want it to be over. This is like the worst timeline. Speaking of Dave Raposa, he just released a fan art for Metroid. Pretty cool stuff. 120-year-old autistic girl. He's in love with Christian. He turned her down for his mom. Oh my god. Disgusting. I feel like that's like definitely the worst. The worst part is I think that like people will look at Christian and then they will associate that with autism and Asperger's and be like, yeah, those are the types of people that rape their moms, and it's just like, it's not good. It's not good. Wow, I mean, I don't feel so bad about it. Oh, get a drink here. I wonder if I can get away with just using a silhouette for the Migo. I don't know, it's funny or horrifying when I hear the news. It's both, but more the second. It's definitely more horrifying. I don't know, especially someone who's like been aware of Chris Chan for like 20 years. You know, it's kind of like a sitcom character, like Kramer. God, Kramer's a good choice there. Who has a bad end, and you'd feel like you were kind of like almost invested in him. And he was just like this kind of like almost like deranged but yet adorable in some sense character. It's... God, it's terrible. I don't know. I feel like the only way to deal with it is to laugh about it. It's just no way to get, like... Yeah, this is worse than I've found out that Bill Cosby was raping all those women. Allegedly, since, you know, apparently he wasn't, according to the court, so I guess that... I'm gonna move the receiver down. Give him a splint too for his arm. Broken bones, constantly fighting the elements and managing like your health and stuff. Is he supposed to be blocking the creature? He's supposed to be like attempting to, I think. He's either that or he's shaking his fist at him like, God damn it, you've ruined... I don't know. Meme culture for me. I don't know, probably what I'll do is I'll probably like Redraw. Redraw. Hopefully final time. I have more of the clothing and stuff like figured out. I feel like I want to have him like shoot the thing. Rocket launcher, maybe? I don't know, I'm still like screwing around with it. I think this could be interesting. Plus, I like the silhouette a lot better. Come on, lower his legs a little bit too. Maybe make the pose more like more balanced, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the right word for it is. Just look balanced enough. Maybe more compartments to his armor. Golf club. It's a golf bag, so it's gotta have at least one golf club in it. I feel like the gun should be like going off. Maybe, You know what? Maybe at this pointed at the screen. I'm still wrestling with this comp. Still wrestling. Oh, the forward shortening on this gun is just like murdering me though. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Ah! It never ended. I think I can get to a solid image though. I just need to like buckle in and figure out how to make Hold on, I think I have it. Hold on. Just have to think about it for like a second here. I don't think you can one-hand the rifle. This is fantasy, so... And then muzzle flare. He's dual wielding a rocket launcher and a rifle. I feel like the hallmark of this game is kind of like realism, but some of it does seem to break the rules. You wouldn't be able to do this in the game, just to be clear. I don't even know how you would fire this thing. But at least I'm gonna make it like very fantastical. I'm gonna keep bending rules. Since I'm in for a penny, in for a pound now. Oh, this is gonna be a hard one. I can tell this is gonna be a difficult painting, even though it's not very. I think I'm stressing out about it already. I think I'm gonna draw one of these Migo things over here. It's gonna be a fun image. I just have to like buckle in and make it happen. It's the absolute wrong way to approach images, but I seem to like it.
I'm not so bad. You're right. I'm not so bad, man.
Gauntlets of some sort. I don't know what kind of hand thing. Maybe I push the gun this way a little bit. Oh, the pain. Sure. So do I record like a time lapse for Photoshop? Just the regular way. You just record it in OBS, and then you take it into, Vegas or Movie Maker or whatever program you like, and then you what's it called? So hard. Like, how am I supposed to do like this stupid thing? In like here. I think that's the best I can do. I don't really... Maybe if I point it upwards a little bit. Procreate has... Oh, I don't know, maybe the Procreate does have like a feature like that. I haven't used it myself. But I have done time lapses, and they usually involve taking it into Vegas, and then there's a couple of tricks in Vegas where you don't have to re-render, but you basically take the speed up and then that I think is very much closer than it was before. That means that the hand is actually over here. Oh, I need some stress relief, man. This one gun is gonna slow down the whole image by like a lot. Think I have to fold it in more. Haven't even gotten to the bazooka yet. RPG, it's gonna be an RPG. Not a rocket launcher, definitely an RPG. Oh, fuck forward shortened guns. Okay, say, let me see. Maybe I can get a reference for this because I don't think I could do this myself. My brain just can't process that shape. It's too complex. See, it does look like it fits within the arm. It looks like it's possible that you could one-hand it without that second hand. But this is like it's pressed against the shoulder. I'm pressing it against like just like beefy muscle. Maybe if I dual wield. Let's try that. There we go. Yes, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, but he's under the arm. Oh, he's underarming it. Oh, that would be pretty good, actually. Maybe if I do it this way, I can actually do it. Hold on. This is really unrealistic. You would not do this with a gun, but So it goes in here, and it comes out, and then your hand is like on it. Still like tough to foreshorten because this isn't the right position, but knowing that that goes over there behind the might just be enough. Can I have like 100% opacity, please? It has to come down here and be held by the area between the shoulder and the... or not the shoulder, whatever that thing is. So that's how you hold it, and then you have your hand here. And then that's it. It's the whole gun. I'm really unlucky because this is like the finger on the other side. So instead of the whole hand here, I only get like the finger and maybe like the back side of his on the grip. It's like there's not enough information there to just... I would need to go get one of these guns and do this pose, because like there's just... I'm not able to figure out where this is. Need a better brain. Better brain, please. There's the hilt, and the receiver, and the barrel, and then barrel ends, and get like the hand from the other side. Ah, this is pain. But yeah, this is gonna be like super fantasy. It's not supposed to be like realistic in any way. So I might be able to get away with some things. photo bash it. Give me a second here. Yep, I need it to like. Hold on. Great. Just draw this. I'm gonna just photo bash it. Fuck it. But this is like what I'm thinking about. Is like I don't have enough shapes. Oh, I also have this thing in here. I'll erase that. Yeah, there's no way that I'm gonna like draw that. There's just no way. The foreshortening is so complex. You need a better brain. You would need to photo bash this. I just like I don't know how anyone could like foreshorten so well. I feel like you need like incredibly big brains. That's why I hate like guns and stuff. It's because it's like so difficult. I don't like this thing. Yeah, you would need to either mash this or reference it heavily with the actual thing, because like there's just no way. 100,000 channel points. What are you? What are you gonna do with all those channel points? There's nothing to do with the channel points. I wish there was something that I could do for channel points. You make me dab for a whole stream. Every second. Maybe one day I'll do something with them. I haven't. I think Ixie's up to like something around there too, so like there should be something.
He was white as a sheet.
And he also made false teeth.
Reminder to me that I've wasted so many time. It's not a waste of time. It's study. You're studying how to not paint. This is like the worst way to do it. Alright, we have some of the composition now. Oh my god. This whole thing is like cancerous. There's not that much left to it though. There's just I want to do like one of those Wojaks that has their head flattened, you know? Because that's kind of like some of the zombies.
That boy needs therapy. Psychosomatic. That boy needs therapy. Purely psychosomatic. That boy needs therapy. Lying down on the couch? What does that mean? You're a nut. You're crazy in the coconut. What does that mean? That boy needs therapy. I'm gonna kill you. That boy needs therapy. Granny Gazoo, let's have it, you. Now when I count 3. That boy needs therapy.
He was white as a sheep.
And he also made false teeth.
Long stream, not so long. I'm basically killing time till we have to go to a party. Unless my wife already left to it, in which case I might take a break. Okay, whatever. We photo bashed. Big deal.
Can you think of anything that talks other than a person?
A bird? Yeah.
The zombies are gonna be fun to paint.
Sometimes a parrot talks.
The interdimensional bird creatures are also gonna be fun to paint.
Yeah, some birds are funny when they talk. Can you think of anything else?
Record.
Alright, I've gotten into the flavor of the pain now. It's the runner's high. Can I photo bash an RPG in too? RPG, but not a role-playing game. No. Yes. Oh, you can buy it on Amazon. Oh, it's a 1/6. It's not the real thing.
I go out at night and paint the stars.
Oh, this is perfect.
I go out at night and leave my head on the bed. I go out at night and race my heart. I go out at night and leave my head on the bed. Starry, starry night. This is how I wanna live. Gonna lay me down in love. I got so much more to give. Starry, starry night. This is how I wanna live. Gonna lay me down in love. I got so much more to give. Tonight, my love will turn to life. Tonight, my love will turn to life. Tonight.
I just realized he can't fire this.
I go out at night into the dark. I go out at night and
He'll have to drop his gun.
on the bed. I go out at night to where you are.
Just to... Okay, see, this is much simpler.
On the bed,
This is not like
starry, starry
backbreaking foreshortening where you have to like literally give yourself AIDS just to like
love will set me free.
get a little bit of it done.
This is how I wanna be. Gonna let my body
Definitely need 3D for some things, and drawing weapons like M4s in perspective and heavy foreshortening is the thing that you need 3D for. Absolutely. Just do it. Save yourself the AIDS ache.
will turn to life. Tonight. My love will turn to life. Tonight.
God, I think I need another beer after this stream. Jesus Christ. Definitely hurting me. There we go. One problem. One problem. It's gotta be. Gotta be pointed that way a little bit more. Just a little bit of foreshortening. Okay. Just a little cleanup. Maybe make it a little smaller. Yeah. That's about right. Okay. So that is better. Gotta draw the rest of his arm here. Paper armor. Fingers. And he just has to... Just has to like drop his gun and then fire that RPG into the monster. But I feel like leaving some parts like kind of like mysterious or sort of like an animation where you don't know what the next frame is going to be. That's good. Do that. Gives it a little bit more reading time. It's like the biggest goal I think for illustrations is to just increase reading time without making it. Why is it like that? You know, what those types of questions. You don't want them to ask like, oh, that doesn't make any sense, you know, that type of thing. But it's like, if you can make them imagine the next thing that's going to happen, then that's like huge. It says opacity 100, but like it doesn't. Draw over as much as it should. Okay, so I have the hard parts done. I think the most important parts are the drawing, and it's starting to make sense. And then I just need polish a little bit of the gun and stuff like that to get rid of the photo bashing, but then it's just all downhill rendering. Whew. Let me see how far we got, because like I think we got pretty far, all the trials and tribulations notwithstanding. You know what this actually looks like? Good mouth here. Let me do that. Add another one of these Migo creatures. Yeah, it's a pretty big change. As long as, you know, as long as that, like, the drawing pans out, then it's like, it's all ogre. I have to get the RPG thing out. It's like this problem. Not bad, not bad. Definitely a lot to finish, but I think the rendering is not going to be as painful as the rest of what was already there. I don't know, I need to learn how to do this with my brain. This is like kind of unacceptable to me. But to do it, it's just like, I can't even fathom it. I have to practice more, I guess, and just contemplate this a little bit. But I need to learn how to draw guns in like weird. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll just draw a bunch of guns in weird, what's called from reference, and just try to figure it out. Cause I don't know. That's unacceptable to me. But anyway, I'm gonna take a break here. Thank you guys for coming. Hope to see you guys on Monday. Share your fan arts when you're done with them, or when you're got a good